If you're a sensitive woman who keeps hitting a wall, feeling burned out, maybe you feel stuck, getting stuck in the mundaneness of life, but you're craving more, you have big dreams, but you just can't seem to get there and stay there. I feel you, my friend. I'm going to share with you 3 things that finally helped me break that cycle. Simple shifts that took me from waking up every day feeling like I was going through the motions, feeling exhausted and drained, to actually waking up thinking, wait, is this actually my life now? Am I able to do what I want to do and feel the way I want to feel? They're going to do the same for you. I'm so excited to share these with you. I was making progress. It wasn't a challenge really for me to put my hat in the ring or go for a promotion or get that promotion. Those things would happen, but the way that I went about it, I really had to push myself. I could sort of fake it until I made it, but internally I lived with a lot of anxiety and not only trying to manage my energy, I was trying to manage the moods and the energy around me and the people around me. And was it about me? I don't know. What did I do? What did I not do? All of these things playing out internally was freaking exhausting every day while trying to live my life. I didn't want back then my emotions to be out in the open because I had been told so often, you're too sensitive. You're really too emotional. You really got to get your emotions in check. So it made me feel a little bit off. Made me feel a little bit crazy inside, trying to keep all of that together while also trying to manage everybody and everything around me so that I could try to feel at ease. That was a lot of work. It was actually a full-time job. And I didn't like it. Tried affirmations. I tried journaling. I tried morning routines. They said meditate. I tried meditating. The only thing I really found that would help me relax, but it was temporary, was exercise, which was great, except the anxiety would still be there. Out in the open, I looked like, from the outside, I had everything. Yeah, I was pretty well put together. I would even hear things from people. You're so brave. I can't believe what you're doing and how you're doing that. I do not say this to be braggy pants at all. I'm just saying that from the outside, I can make it look good, but on the inside, it was messy and it was tense and it was stress and it was anxiety and it was all of these things. Looking up and researching what it was to be highly sensitive. When I discovered this, I guess I felt seen. Like, oh, I can relate to that. I resonate with that. Wow, I'm not the only one who feels that way. So if you feel in your life that you're too sensitive, if people tell you you're too sensitive or you're too emotional, like I had heard throughout my life, it was a running theme, you're not. I found a lot of them disempowering, that I had to protect my energy or I couldn't do certain things like big crowds or this or that. It just felt really predefined. And I didn't really resonate with it, although discovering that there are traits like being highly sensitive and looking at the positives, I did like that. Again, managing my energy and needing to protect my energy. And that felt like a lot of work. And it also felt very outside in management. I had been doing that my whole life. I wanted something different. Having this need to protect myself view of the world made me feel like I had to be on guard. I was already doing that. I didn't want more of that. I wanted less. I wanted more freedom. I wanted more time, more energy. I wanted a lifestyle where I felt at ease just being myself. I was moving through my life trying to be who I thought I was supposed to be, but depending on what circle I was in, depending who I was with or who I was engaging with would sort of determine who I was being. That outside in management was definitely not working. If you're relating to that, my friend, I get you. I wanted to be myself, my one true self. I don't want to be these 17 versions of me. I wanted to just show up as me. Not only was I hiding and suppressing the sensitive part of me because I bought into the lie that I was too sensitive, but I was also really putting away my intuitive self. I didn't trust my intuition. I, in fact, didn't even really know back then that I was intuitive. I had things happen. Now I look back, as I do with my clients, and help them see with their real life experiences, prove to them that their intuition has always been spot on. But I did not know what that was. I was so afraid of judgment in my life and being rejected for being too sensitive, for my emotions, for thinking I was intuitive, or for being called to woo. Some things had to change. What changed within me was you just reach a point where you're tired of the Groundhog Day loop of getting excited. Yay, I have dreams, going all in, taking it all on. And then I believed that I bit off more than I could chew. I thought that I took on too much and then I would get burned out. And then I would get run down. I would be forced to take a break, to take a step back. And this cycle of yes, 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 recover, recover, and then going all in. It reached a point where I thought, there's got to be something that I'm not seeing here. Instead of going in and saying, why do I keep doing this? What is it that I'm doing wrong? And I started looking at it objectively. Okay, energy, sensitivity, intuition. And I started researching, I started examining, and I started to see things very differently as tools and skills that I could develop instead of looking at myself thinking I was flawed. I was too sensitive. I was not enough of this. I was too much of that, because I was basing all of that, by the way, by reactions from people around me, not my own truth. Let's get to these three things because they truly made a difference. They truly helped me change the cycle from yes, 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 go, 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 oh, no, no, and then wipe out. And then after recover, yes, 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 go, 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 no, 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 oh, 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 and then going round and round to actually seeing results I loved, that felt good, that were energizing, that made me feel more alive, that also honored who I am. I want you to honor who you truly are. If you are going through your life right now, I'm going to get emotional about this piece. If you are going through your life right now, hiding parts of yourself, thinking you are too sensitive, thinking that you just need to toughen up, get a thicker skin, not be so emotional. It's not true. It's just not accurate. I want you to be able to say yes to your big dreams. By the way, if you're sensitive, ambitious, and yes, you have big dreams, I created for you because I know you, I get you. I created the Dream Big permission slip. It's a free guide. Drop in the comments below, dream, and I will make sure that you get the link. Sensitive, ambitious women deserve to have their big dreams. We dream big. It's on purpose. We are not going to be able to make those big dreams happen if we're constantly spending all of our time and energy managing our sensitivity or coping with life or dealing with other people's moods. All of those things take up time and space where your big dreams could be growing, you could be nurturing them, you could be pouring yourself into them, saying yes. And when you do that, by the way, as who you are, who you truly are, when you are living boldly as yourself without losing your sensitivity, you are filled with life. You feel like you have finally taken this deep breath. Let's jump into the three simple things that I did. I want to explain why they work because I know that they can work for you too. I stopped looking at how far I had to go. I was always, okay, well, I did all of these things. I would work so hard because I had this big dream and I had this big vision and I would build it up so big and I would just always see how far I had to go. And you know what? I kept moving that finish line. It was like I never even got to accomplish anything. I stopped looking at how far I had to go and I only focused on what was working. I also had a great habit of letting my mind point to all the things that had not happened yet that were not working. And instead, I took charge and I started looking at, that's working. Oh, look how that showed up. Oh, this is so great. Wow, I love that this is happening. When people would say, hey, Nicole, how's it going? What you been up to? Oh my gosh, things are just amazing. It's so great. Wow, tell me more. And I wanted to tell them more. And it was all true, by the way. There are always things working in our favor. But if we only look at what is not coming together, if we only look at from our ego, from our fears of what we're afraid might not happen, we're never going to get anywhere, no matter how hard we work, no matter how much time and energy we put into it. So it's really key. Start looking at, tracking, talking about, focusing on, fixating on everything that is working in your favor. It was such a simple shift, but it was profound. It changed my outlook on me. Hey, I do know what I'm doing. I am getting somewhere. I am putting the pieces together. Life is good as who I am. It's not that I need to change me to make these things happen. I just need to notice what's working. I need to celebrate that. I need to talk about it. I need to acknowledge it. Track that progress in my favor. Here's number 2. I started showing up for the life I wanted, not the life I had. Big difference. If it's your birthday, your favorite holiday, and you know that that day is tomorrow, and you go to bed that night and you're so excited because tomorrow is the big day, you don't go to bed thinking, is it really going to be tomorrow? Will it really happen for me? Is it really Christmas tomorrow? Do that. You've locked in at some level that this is happening. So when you wake up the next morning and you get ready and you pick out your outfit or you do your hair or you're all excited, know that you're going there, you know it's going to be amazing. And that's the energy you bring into it. It's the energy you show up with, expecting the best is about to go down. This is what's happening. When you show up that way, guess what you get back? You get all the good stuff back. I started showing up for the life I wanted, where I was doing the things I love doing. I was around the people I love to be around. I felt free to be myself. I started finding myself so excited that people would come to me and say, what's going on with you? You look really happy. What you been up to? Tell me more. Like, I want what you're having. Was that kind of feeling that was starting to happen. And when they came to me and said that, I had good things to say because what was number 1? Oh yeah, I was focused on all the things that were working for me. They were working in tandem where I was focused on what was working. It made me want to show up also, but I was showing up with this anticipation for the first time. I started thinking of my life as a future memory. It helped me override this part of my mind that wanted to keep me safe. It wasn't even to keep me small. I really believe it was to keep me safe. Don't get your hopes up. You know how things go. You don't want to put yourself out there. What if they don't like it? What if you get rejected? What if they make fun of you? What if someone doesn't like your idea? What if they don't like your big dreams? What if blah, 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 blah. I just reached a point where enough was enough. Maybe you're at that point too. If you're still watching, I'm kind of guessing that's where you're at. I want something different. This whole managing, dealing, coping, not working for me. I'm tired of hitting the wall. I want to break through the cycle. I know there's more for me and I'm ready. And when I was looking for things that were working, I started to receive these signs, proof. It was proof. I was like, oh, here's what's really interesting about our mind. It will go find what you tell it to. If I let it just go rogue to find what wasn't working, what was wrong, what was scary, it'll find that. But I was done with that. I took charge. What is working? What does feel good? And I would actually ask myself that. What is working for me right now? What is going really well? What do I like that's happening? What feels good for me? And my brain would go, this and 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 this. And it was awesome. So it started to feel easier to show up for the life I wanted. I was seeing results. That's what I was locking in on. And these are all working in tandem and they will absolutely change your energy because they're changing your mindset, where your mind is set. Okay, it's not, mindset work isn't just reading affirmations. Mindset work is setting your mind where you want it to go. It's so great when you do that. Number 3, I stopped listening to myself and I started talking to myself. Let's break it down. If I let my mind and you let your mind, if we just let it go rogue, I still, to this day, I have thoughts pop in that don't feel good. I mean, we all have our own flavors of whatever those negative thoughts are. We all have them. That's normal, but we're not required to listen, engage with, and let it rule our life. Instead, I started telling myself what I needed to hear. I said these like full on. I said them with intention. They were my choice. I was activating using these words. Do not underestimate the power of words. Words have energy. Everything has energy. So two of my favorites that I actually felt everything inside of me shift. Maybe you hear these two mantras and you're like, oh, I love them. The first one, I heard this, I was floored. It actually made me cry the first time that it came out in a coaching session. I was with my coach and it came out. This is not my forever. This is only my for right now. When I heard that, it came at a moment when I was hitting that wall again and I couldn't see past it. I was feeling really stuck. I had these big dreams. I had this big vision. I would daydream about it. I literally would sit and look out the window and it would just like, oh, I want to be doing that. And it would make me feel very trapped. It made me feel very stuck that my big dreams were out there, but here I was stuck in the same place, going through the same motions, doing the same thing. When I took hold of that mantra and said it and reminded myself, this is not my forever. This is only my for right now. It opened a door. This is what you always want to do with your energy. You want to be opening your energy. When your energy feels closed off, that's the wall you feel like you keep hitting. If you can give yourself something that helps you open and expand your energy, now you have room to step forward. Now you have room to move around and try things and apply yourself in different ways. That was mantra number one. The second that I still use these to this day, and it's been over a decade. I constantly remind myself everything is always working out for me, because my mind had a tendency to frame things as it wasn't working out for me. Things were not coming together. It was not going to happen. I wasn't working hard enough. Having a mindset of everything's always working out for me, it meant that even if I couldn't see what was working out for me yet, I didn't have to. I thought that I had to have visual proof. Where's the visual proof that everything's working out for me? I thought that only when I crossed the finish line was it proof that everything worked out for me. But I was missing the fact that here in the universe, there are so many things happening right now in your favor that you cannot even see yet. And I thought, I kind of like that. I like to think that the universe has my back and things are working out for me before I even need to see them. That meant that I could focus over here and I could do this thing over here. And meanwhile, all this stuff was coming together. All the pieces were coming into my life. The people I needed to meet, the conversations that were meant to be had, the things that I would invest in, the places I would go, the people, the places, the things I would see, the resources I would need. Everything is always working out for me. These three shifts, which you can see are in tandem, they're layered, they go so beautifully together, helped to shift my energy. I shifted where I set my mind and it shifted my energy. These three simple shifts work for me. I know that they can work for you. Even if you feel like you keep hitting a wall, you feel like you're stuck in Groundhog Day loop. I get it. I see you. I know it. But as sensitive, ambitious women, we are not required to burn out. We are not just given big dreams to only dream about them. Your dreams choose you on purpose. That's why I created the Dream Big permission slip for women like us, because I want you to own them. I want you to be who you want to be. You can boldly be yourself. You didn't hear anything in what I said about losing my sensitivity. I didn't sit here and say I had to protect my energy or I had to be tougher. I more emotional than I've ever been. I'm so activated in the happier emotions, and I know what to do when I'm not. I didn't need to toughen up. I was trying to be so tough on the outside before that it broke me a lot of times. I was exhausted. I had to recover from that. That grew old for me. I didn't want to live that way. I just want to show up. I want to help people. I want to do good things in the world, and I want to have more fun, and I want to experience more things. I want to see and experience life as who I really am. I want that for you too. It's a lifestyle. Living boldly as yourself, living out your big dreams is a lifestyle. And it is what I'm here to help you with. You just get to be who you are. When you're with the right tribe, when you're with the right community, we get you. We just get each other. It happens all the time with my clients when they meet, whether it's in group calls or events or workshops, whatever we're doing. They say, I have never, ever gone anywhere and felt like I already knew everyone. I've never felt so at home. I've never felt so much like myself. So if this is your first video here on my channel, or it's your first time meeting me, hi, I'm Nicole here at the Vibe Studio. Welcome home, my friend. Life gets to be really different. We are here to live life colorful, out loud, out in the open. We let our inner wild live free. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.